Nixtamalization is one of the most striking examples of how ancient food processing anticipated modern nutrition science by centuries. Far from being a minor culinary detail, it is a chemically precise transformation that turns corn from a nutritionally limited staple into a mineral-rich, metabolically supportive food capable of sustaining entire civilizations. What makes nixtamalization especially relevant today is that its benefits are not symbolic or theoretical. They are measurable, repeatable, and deeply practical for anyone who cooks with corn. At its core, nixtamalization involves cooking dried corn in an alkaline solution, traditionally water mixed with lime made from calcium hydroxide. This alkaline environment fundamentally alters the structure of the corn kernel. The hull, or pericarp, loosens and can be washed away, improving texture and digestibility. More importantly, the chemistry of the grain changes in ways that directly affect nutrient availability. Niacin, a B vitamin critical for energy metabolism and nervous system function, exists in untreated corn in a bound form that the human body cannot absorb efficiently. The alkaline treatment breaks these chemical bonds, releasing free niacin and making it bioavailable. This single transformation historically prevented pellagra, a devastating deficiency disease that appeared wherever corn was adopted without nixtamalization. Calcium uptake is another major gain. Lime-treated corn absorbs calcium from the cooking solution, sometimes increasing calcium content several-fold compared with untreated corn. This matters enormously in plant-based diets, where calcium intake can otherwise be marginal. Nixtamalized corn thus becomes not just a carbohydrate source, but a meaningful contributor to bone health, muscle function, and cellular signaling. Protein quality also improves modestly, as alkaline treatment enhances amino acid availability and digestibility. Beyond vitamins and minerals, nixtamalization offers protective benefits that are increasingly relevant in modern food systems. Corn is susceptible to contamination by mycotoxins, particularly aflatoxins and fumonisins, which are produced by certain molds. Research shows that alkaline processing can significantly reduce the bioavailability and toxicity of these compounds. While it does not eliminate contamination entirely, nixtamalization lowers risk in a way that simple cooking does not. From a public health perspective, this is a powerful example of traditional processing acting as a form of food safety technology. Once corn has been nixtamalized, it becomes masa, a dough that behaves very differently from untreated cornmeal. Masa forms cohesive doughs without added binders, cooks into flexible tortillas, and produces foods that digest more slowly and steadily. This slower digestion contributes to more stable blood sugar responses, especially when masa-based foods are eaten with legumes, vegetables, and fats. The traditional combination of tortillas with beans is not only culturally iconic, but nutritionally synergistic, pairing improved corn protein with lysine-rich legumes for a complete amino acid profile. Replicating nixtamalization at home is entirely achievable with care and attention. Dried field corn, not sweet corn, is cooked in water with a small amount of food-grade calcium hydroxide. The corn is simmered briefly, then allowed to soak for several hours or overnight. During this time, the alkaline solution penetrates the kernel, triggering the chemical changes that define nixtamalization. The corn is then rinsed thoroughly to remove excess lime and loosened hulls. At this stage, the nixtamal can be ground into fresh masa or used whole in dishes such as pozole. Safety is straightforward when basic guidelines are followed. Only food-grade calcium hydroxide should be used, never industrial lime. Accurate measurements matter. Too much lime can affect flavor and texture, while too little reduces effectiveness. Thorough rinsing is essential to remove excess alkalinity. When done correctly, the process is safe, stable, and reproducible, producing corn that is both flavorful and nutritionally enhanced. The cultural context of nixtamalization is as important as its chemistry. In Mesoamerican societies, corn was not merely food but identity, economy, and cosmology. Nixtamalization emerged not from abstract theory, but from careful observation across generations. Communities noticed that lime-treated corn tasted better, worked better as dough, and sustained health over time. When corn spread globally without this process, deficiency diseases followed, illustrating that cultural knowledge can be as vital as the crop itself. Modern nutrition increasingly recognizes the value of this wisdom. Nixtamalization challenges the assumption that processing is inherently harmful. Instead, it shows that the right kind of processing can unlock nutrients, reduce toxins, and improve metabolic outcomes simultaneously. In an era where corn is often consumed as highly refined syrup or ultra-processed flour, returning to nixtamalized forms represents not regression, but progress. Ultimately, nixtamalization reminds us that food is not just about ingredients, but about methods. Corn treated with lime is chemically, nutritionally, and physiologically different from untreated corn. It delivers more usable vitamins, more minerals, safer chemistry, and steadier energy. By understanding and embracing this ancient technique, modern kitchens can transform corn from a simple starch into a resilient, nourishing staple that honors both science and tradition.